equipment. I made this, I think, in preparation for 1.16. This is a behemoth armor, but just under gold and changed as Piglin Observer because, well, piglins don't attack you if you have gold armor, and that's pretty much what that was for. Over here... No, I don't have that anymore. Okay. So there was a command block over here that told you how many teams are out, and the other one showed you like how many teams are in the team that I made. I might still have... This one might still have it, so let's go take a look and see if that had it. But pretty much that is pretty much what I would put there. Again, yeah, there's this. So this will list all the teams that are there. What's this for? Oh, yeah, okay, so this was back when I did this, and then I changed that. That's right. So what's this one having, then? Oh, it killed all the items that are drops. Okay. And then this tells you, like, all the members that are in the selected team. I chose mine, which is Omni Knights, so there we go. That's pretty much all of that. So that's all that was supposed to be there, but I guess at some point I'm like, well, there's not really too many teams. Plus, you can keep track of the members, so it's not really that big of a deal. So I kind of just got rid of it. I think that's everything in here. Yeah, for the most part. And then here's the ender chest, of course. Cool. Over here is nothing really too much else. There's no secret items behind these walls. There's only one secret thing back here, which is just supposed to teleport you to the surface area. So, like, if I... Never mind, I can't really show it off. I have another version of this that I can just do it, but still. All it pretty much does is it just teleports you, like, below to about... I think it's around... like somewhere over like here kind of thing. Like it teleports you down and a little bit forward kind of thing. That's all it does. There's nothing really too much else over here. So let's go and... yeah, so I can show it all off because again, I'm not going to keep this. So we're going to get rid of all this. There's a bunch of items. Yeah, because there's a sign here that I'm going to show off what it does. So I'm trying not to remove that. And as you can see, like, there's nothing else here. Like, see, there's nothing else here. There's just that. This right here spawns in a nether portal. This one right here spawns in a end portal, of course. Very nice. They actually do function. You can actually walk in and do it. And then this one removes the end portal. And this one removes the nether portal. I'm thinking of changing these signs around a little bit, so though like this one will spawn like the portal here kind of thing, and the same thing with this one will spawn in that portal over here. So since this one spawns in the end, it'll spawn the end portal like right here, and then this spawns in the nether portal at the same block kind of thing. So you can just like walk into it and just do whatever you want kind of thing with it. So same idea with this. There's nothing. Oh, there is something here. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the parrot. Oh, you're not supposed to access it from here, though. Yeah, okay, so I know where this is. So I know exactly where we are right now. So you're not supposed to be able to activate them here, but you're supposed to activate them below. So when you go towards this area, you just need to right-click this, and you'll get into this big, giant room area. Now, this does have some command blocks, so this will change the difficulty. Not like we really need it for the server, because it's always going to be on hard. This is nothing, so you don't have to worry about that. This doesn't do anything, but this also has, in the same idea as the ones that we saw back there, this is meant to be accessed below, not here. So that's pretty much why those are there. This doesn't have a sign, okay. Yeah, this doesn't have a sign. But this has something that spawns in a snow golem that I call the archers, and they are an invincible snow golem, and same thing with this, except for this spawns in iron golems that are called, I think, guardians, right? These are called guardians? Yeah, they're called guardians. So they're unkillable by anything in survival. They can only be killed by creative mode players, so there you go. So there's that. This changes you to survival. This changes you to creative. Self-explanatory for that one. There's nothing back here. These three, there's actually something here. So if I want to change my barrier from turning it from a barrier to bedrock. I think that's what this one does, or this one does that. So one changes it from normal barriers into bedrock, and the other one changes it back into barriers. So barriers is... So the reason why I have it as barriers is because it makes it so you can actually see the ship itself. It's kind of cool. And all that. And then this right here will actually remove the entire ship. So you can actually remove it, and you can actually use this book right here, which does that, like that one command block does, which kills all the dropped items, and you can actually legitimately get rid of them all. So your ship is kind of safe from like being looted kind of thing. Well, not really, but yeah, you can pretty much make sure that like nobody can get their hands on this behemoth armor, or this travel elytra, or this like rambunctious inferno blade, or whatever kind of thing. That's all that is. And then this right here is the Sercacraft book. I have to change it. I have to update the rules maybe. And then this one is just my overall creative book. My control thing. Yeah, I did this. It's so cool. I like this idea. But yeah, there's that too. This sign right here spawns in a Thieves' Arrow, which does this. So it does extra damage. It poisons and withers the target, and it also makes it so that they can be shown for an extra 10 seconds. And this is the celebratory crossbow, or the more so the crossbow rocket. This is kind of cool though. I like this one. It actually lags the actual game. Like if you throw more in here, it actually lags the whole thing, which is kind of cool. And I think it's one of the crossbow like rockets that can actually instant kill if need be. So is it this one right here? Yes, it is. Okay. So this sign right here actually turns the weather into thunder, and this will actually clear it right up. I just need to remember which one's actually thunder and which one's actually clear. So as you can see, yeah. So let's see, can we actually hear the thunder? Or actually like see it sort of do the thunder noise? Because I have weather turned off, so we don't actually get to hear it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to hear it. Okay. It's fine. There's nothing... Again, there's nothing really too much up here. I kind of kept all the kind of command signs below. This will actually lock the door, so this changes these 4 blocks into wooden planks, so that when you're inside, you're like, oh man, I'm trapped in here. And then it also changes this, so that when you're actually looking at it from the outside, you're like, oh man, how do I enter? But then it's like right here. This actually retracts the sort of walkway into the barriers. It will always be barriers. It won't actually turn to bedrock if there's bedrock. It doesn't like scan this block right here or something like that and goes, oh, it's bedrock, this will be bedrock. It doesn't do that. And then this summons the pathway. It's very cool. And then this, of course, is in case you have the door locked. So if I do this, this removes it. And then same idea with this side. This is the pathway. This removes the pathway. This gets rid of the blocks, while this actually spawns the blocks over there. Let's see. What is this right here? Oh, yes. So this actually fully heals you if you're ever, like, sort of dangerously low. This gives you what would give you full hunger and full saturation, which is a rabbit stew and 2 golden carrots. So if you eat those, you'll have full saturation and full hunger, pretty much. And over here, there's nothing really much here. It's all just kooky design kind of thing, just to kind of, instead of having like wooden planks everywhere, making it look very bland and stuff like that, throw a little bit of color, normal oak logs, spruce here, just to have every crafting thing here too, pretty much. I don't really think any of these really have anything in here. Oh, this does have stuff in here. And this is just a totem, yeah. Yeah, because this is different now. Definitely. But nothing too much. It's just more so the items inside. And there's nothing back here. As you can see, there's glowstone. Down here, we have the furnace area. I have mine sort of designed to... Well, technically, the base before this one, the base that's over there, is actually the reason why I ended up doing this. And then I did it with Voracle, I think, as well. Yeah, I did it with Varkle, so I ended up doing that. So over here, we have more command blocks. Okay, this does have command blocks. Okay. So this actually changes the random tick speed to the normal amount. Same idea with this one. Changes mob spawning to true. This changes keep inventory to false. This changes mob griefing to true. And this clears every item in the player's inventory. And this will give everything but the player glowing for 5 seconds. And it's a repeat one, so you can just keep on having a repeat over and over again. So this turns it back into its normal vanilla rate. There was an extra one. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but there's an extra rule here. I think it was something like, well, if one was like a mob griefing, maybe. No, okay, so I don't remember which one it was. We can go check after. But same idea with this side. So this side over here, all of it is sort of non-default. So those are default, these are non-default. And then of course you have these two, which are identical because it's only one block. So yeah. There's also another one right underneath here. This will give the player Bad Omen. This gives you Hero of the Village. Yeah. So you can pretty much just give yourself Hero of the Village, or you can give yourself Bad Omen, and then you can go do the sort of trials or whatever, or the dungeon or whatever. This will spawn in Sponge, specifically just so that when you spawn this in, water usually generates here. So I'll show you what kind of an effect that does. Oh, great, a Wandering Trader happened. Oh. Yeah. But instead, it would get rid of the one that Trapdoor had. There you go. That's what I mean. And you can still activate this one as if nothing happened. So that's pretty much what that's supposed to be. I messed that up. So let's just go and hide that for now. This one right here gives you another ward, so you can continuously go with your brewing stand. I had one around here that was supposed to also give you a blaze powder, specifically just to power this up, but I thought that that's a little bit too powerful, so I kind of just got rid of it. Over here is a potion effect remover, so this just pretty much clears all potion effects from the player, so it pretty much just acts like a milk bucket. No command signs, or no, not command signs, but no command blocks over here. I forgot to go over this area. This gives you a block of coal. Now, like, it matters. There's a chest, a barrel over here with a bunch of them. Doesn't really matter. This area has one. I know that for fact. It has two, actually. Yeah, okay. So this has... So I kind of kept everything mirrored. So that means this and this. Okay. So this gives the player hunger. So this is actually how you can kind of do that saturation thing if you really wanted to. And this actually is another clear effect one. I think that was the original location for it. Yeah, same idea with that. And then this just gives you experience because why not? Pretty much. I'm not really going to go into more of on topic of these signs kind of thing that teleport you forward. Self-explanatory, they teleport you forward. So you can kind of have no doors. When I originally had one of my ships, I'll show this off real quick. Which ship was it? Was it this one? It was one of these. Is it still visible? Yeah, okay. Or it's not really visible, I can show it off. So I originally had it like this. Okay. So right when you're done walking down the stairs, so let's say this, it looks really long. And it looks like, oh man, it's going to take me, you know, like 20 seconds to get across. Meanwhile, if you were to kind of block it off and then have a sign here, it looks much shorter than what it actually is. So you can actually just teleport yourself in here and go, oh, I'm here now. And you can kind of just do whatever you really need to. And you can kind of just get out and it's like, oh, it's still secret and you can put stuff behind there and nobody's going to know unless they know about the teleport signs. So you know what? It kind of makes sense. And I think around one of those designs when I started doing this idea, which was kind of cool. Okay, so over in this storage area is, I think, pretty much mostly every item in the game. So there's that as well. Nothing really too much here except for those command blocks, of course. No, okay. So these two command blocks, as you saw, this summons a wolf, this summons a parrot. Okay. And then this one summons a cat, I believe. Yeah, this one summons a cat. This one summons a skeleton horse. I'm going to have one that probably spawns in axolotls. Those are going to be kind of fun to end up going through, so hooray for that. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing really too much else here. This doesn't do anything. This sign literally does nothing. It's just here as a placeholder. Because I originally had a clear all items in your inventory sign here, and I accidentally, because I had a barrel behind it, so I accidentally kept clicking it without clicking the barrel, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I got rid of all my items again. Alright, so past here, there's nothing. Yeah, there is nothing past here, except for down here is just a storage area that has a lot of items from past adventures. This has everything from